Hello, Spikeydrummer again, and I'm really excited to talk to you guys. It's been a while, and I apologize for that. School definitely takes plenty of your time. However, spring break for me, and yeah, I'm going to try to do some videos for you guys, and I've had a lot of good emails, a lot of good questions, and I've tried to answer those as quickly as possible. Now I get to make a few videos to work on the material we discussed. Thank you very much for all the questions. I'm very happy to receive them, very happy to answer them. So anyways, let's get started. Okay, before we get into any drum beats at all, we're going to start this thing out by explaining the different sounds that you can get from your hi-hat with two sticks. You have the edge of your sticks on the edge of the hi-hat, a kind of a raspy, more abrasive sound. Okay, so the tip of your stick on the middle of the hi-hat area with your hi-hat clamped down pretty tight with your foot will give you a more specific sound, a really tight sound on your cymbal. This is also one of the easiest surfaces to play double stroke rolls on. Okay, so to get started, let me first explain that this drum beat traipses pretty close to, I don't know, pop rock and punk and all that stuff. We're pretty far out of the range of metal right now. But, you know, it's important that you learn 16th notes and different things like that, 32nd notes on your hi-hat, as well as your bass. And this is really important, surprisingly, that you learn this kind of thing so you can match your bass when it comes time, so you're not just one of these drummers that's super fast on your feet and your hands can't do much. So, anyways, to get started on this drum beat, you're basically going to move your hand position. You're usually playing at a cross position. You're going to move that to just a right and left stance with your sticks, and you're going to play on the sides of the hi-hat. And okay, and for the very basic form of this drum beat, you're just going to play on the sides of the hi-hat with the side of your stick. And it's just going to be a right, left on your hi-hat, so you can practice that if you want. That's the easy part, and if you're lazy, you can practice that for a really long time, and then you feel good about yourself. However, then you've got to add another part to it, the regular drum beat. And that's all we're going to do, is just the regular drum beat that you normally learn with your bass and your snare, add it onto this. But you have to remember, you've got to bring, instead of your left hand hitting the snare, you're going to bring your right hand, because that's what's going to fit in the time signature, is you're going to bring your right hand from the hi-hat over to the snare. Okay, notice that the bass and the snare are the same as just your average beat. Don't let this get you messed up or confuse you, because all you're adding to this is just a right, left pattern on your hi-hat. So, anyways, I'm going to practice it slow, and I'm going to speed it up and show you how cool this can get. So, that's your basic hi-hat beat. Fits really well in the punk songs. Okay, that kind of groove you can get by just slowing things down and messing around with the double stroke rolls on the hi-hat. So I know it may sound difficult while you're listening to the beat that I just played. However, that just came from a long time of practicing on right, left on a hi-hat or a snare pad or whatever you're going to be practicing with. Just practice the transition between your 16th notes and double stroke rolls. Come up with some sort of groove on your hi-hat and then try to incorporate it into a beat. That's basically what I did. So basically, try to work that into a beat. Keep it basic on your bass and snare. Remember, your right hand is going to be your striking. Your right hand is going to be your snare striker. So just keep that in mind, because a lot of times if you try to cross over, it's not going to fit the time. It's going to throw you off. And also, your left hand is going to try and knock into your right hand. So there's no real thorough way to explain this other than just to sit at home with your practice pad and work on some sort of pattern that you're going to make up with your hi-hat. Try to incorporate double stroke rolls, but try your best to first focus on playing the technique. First of all, is playing with the hi-hat relatively tightly closed and the tip of your stick on the edge of the hi-hat. So, when you're playing this, you don't realize it, but you're actually practicing for all sorts of things that you can be doing on the drum set. You can be playing this on the snare, on the hi-hat, so get a practice pad, work on any kind of surface that you want to, and be thinking how you can incorporate this into beats. Okay, listen, this is one of the most difficult things for me growing up, actually, to be honest with you. This is one of the beats that just killed me trying to figure out. And it was basically because the coordination between my hands and the crossing over didn't want to work. I just wanted to keep this as my hi-hat hand, and this is my snare hand. So, anyways, I understand if this is difficult for you or you're having trouble with it, just keep working with it. Just like any other technique, you're going to want to practice over and over again. Repetition, start slow, and then work your way up so that you've mastered the easy stuff and you just have a better foundation to build on. That's how anything works. In learning any kind of instrument whatsoever, build slow, work your way up. Thanks for watching. Send me questions, please, because I try to answer quickly. Thank you very much. Goodbye.